So let's look at the PARD FD1. Ours all come with rangefinders. They always come with an inbuilt illuminator, as they should. Without that, they're not going to work at night. Lens cap, focus on the side with a lever if you prefer that, or you can fold it away. Your menu buttons, your rangefinder and so forth, your battery in the back in line. And then at the rear, you've got two options. This is the dedicated scope or the handheld eyepiece, or you attach the clip-on adapter. That just simply screws in. There's one there. Now that, as a handheld, it has the standard PARD mount. You can just simply attach an MT2 or an MT3 quick detach mount to it, and suddenly you have a very compact scope that can be taken off your rifle very quickly and used as a handheld. So you can scan, there is your target, clip it to your rifle, up, and use it as a rifle scope. That to me is a brilliant way of using such a tiny scope, dual purpose. You're scanning. Now it doesn't matter if it's a night vision unit or a thermal handheld. The reality is, if you think about your beautiful glass scopes, how many minutes a hunt do you actually use them? Only at the final parts. Most of it is finding things. So the quick detach mount makes a thermal unit or even a night vision unit dual purpose. You get more bang for your buck. Now these are 3.5 power. So how far can we see? Well, let's have a look. Okay, so I don't have a correct size adapter to make my rifle scope, the optical one, attach to my phone. So this is not exactly what you see, but it's a lot better than that. But it's better than nothing. So as you can see, there's the target, and if I zoom, you can see the pixels of the screen essentially. Nothing optically is changing. Now this one's not as good as the DS35, never will be. That's a dedicated scope and it's a brilliant piece. But these have all the ballistics, they're great for shorter range. The illuminator isn't focusable, it's just fixed, so it doesn't go as far as the likes of the DS. You can always use an external torch, of course, but the reality is you don't really want to do that. It's more of a short range thing. So, some differences between using as a clip-on or as a dedicated scope. Number one, there is no ballistics. Yes, we have rangefinders. It doesn't matter which mode, and the rangefinder works in either mode. It does not show the aiming point in the clip-on mode. And you really wouldn't want it to, because as you zoom, you're changing the field of view of your scope. So if you've ever seen a little object and you zoom, you're looking past it, that object will come across the scope and disappear. So unless your rangefinding box and your aiming box is right in the center, it is going to move. So let's see how it shoots. Now as a quick point, I can optically zoom. No real point. All you're doing is looking into a TV screen. You're making the TV screen bigger, not the outside world. Your focus and your zoom is at the back. So you'll adjust your parallax, so you've got a nice clear image of the screen, and then your focus is actually at the front of the PARD. Let's get shooting. Right, so this was my point of aim. Bear in mind, it's a lot different magnification at 3.7 versus to the 3 to 18 of that rifle scope. These are all done about 12 power optical. So it's actually not too far different from the group. This rifle was not on the 0, it was always slightly left and down. So it's actually not too bad. Now in the menu, because if that scope isn't perfectly aligned with your scope, it will be looking somewhere else, so you can actually fine tune. If you did find your bullets went way over here, you can fine tune it back to where it is. So we're going to shoot 2 more shots after we take the unit off and on. So pull the pin out, rotate to the right, clean off, put it back on, pull the pin out, rotate it, it's locked. Right, let's go and see where those two went. So we're shooting at the same place, shooting here. Here's the extra bullets, just up in here, actually really close together. Look, that's not match ammunition either, can't get any. So it's just Winchester subsonic. As you can see, these are the other groups done with optical scopes. Winchester match, not so match. Again, these were taken about 12 power optically versus the PARD zone optic. So not too bad for hunting. Overall, where the scope belongs is your first night vision unit. You want to use it as a scope, you want to use it on your 22, your 223, you're shooting your rabbits, your deer, your goats at night, and you also want to use a handheld. It's absolutely brilliant for that. It's your first step in.